Put me in, coach. Today we are talking about why the Brooklyn Nets are in trouble. Not just not winning the championship this season, but period, in the future. I got 5 amazing reasons. But before we get into that, like this video. Also subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop the next video. Also, share this video. We're talking basketball here. Without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get right into this. So, number 1, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant did an interview with Rachel Nichols today where he basically said he is not chasing championships. He's not chasing that gold ball, that gold trophy that humans created. He's not chasing that. He just wants to see how much of a better player he can become. That's the issue. That's the biggest issue that the Brooklyn Nets have, because he thinks that the Brooklyn Nets just wanted an expensive hooper. Okay, let's jump into number 2. Kyrie Irving not wanting to be a point guard, period. Forget being the point guard of the team, which most NBA teams need at least 2 point guards. James Harden and D'Antoni, who we can just pair with Steve Nash and say they've shown that they can make it work with 2 point guards. Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. James Harden was the common denominator, and both of those guys succeeded in their roles. Both guys being Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook, right? Now, number 3, James Harden. James Harden came to this team to win an NBA championship. Guess what? His numbers, his career stats are way better than Kyrie Irving's, which makes you say, or which makes me say, James Harden should be the second option, which bumps Kyrie down to the third option, which we all know Kyrie wants to score the ball, so he's not going to accept being the third option on the team. Number 4, the Brooklyn Nets have too much talent. Number 5, they have a rookie coach. How can Steve Nash, being a rookie coach, deal with all these different egos? Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, James Harden. These 3 guys came to the Brooklyn Nets because they want to win a championship. They are chasing that gold ball. In fact, the Brooklyn Nets organization wants to win an NBA championship as well. They did not sign 2 expensive players to just come in and just be hoopers. They brought those guys in because they want to win a championship. That's why they're there. Now, I could talk about Kyrie missing games. I could talk about Kyrie really just freezing out his teammates because he wants to shoot the ball. But the real issue with Kyrie is him not wanting to be a point guard, which is crazy to me, because does he understand that that will help take his brand to heights he doesn't even think it could go? Because we all know he got handles, but what happens when he puts the same flair in his dribbling in his passing? Guess what? He got Kevin Durant. He got DeAndre Jordan. He got LaMarcus Aldridge. He got Blake Griffin. Can you guys imagine how many times Kyrie Irving can end up on all the sports highlights because he's throwing a lob? Because he did a nice fancy pass and he got James Harden, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin finishing for him? Does he realize that? I don't think he realizes that. James Harden, he put up MVP type numbers, triple-double. He averaged a triple-double for multiple seasons. That means he led his team in scoring, which is this. The stats that James Harden put up are unheard of. The only person who is even close to that is Russell Westbrook. Those 2 guys averaging triple-doubles. Listen close. Averaging a triple-double, that means it pretty much happens every single time they lace their shoes up. Every time they go hoop, they getting a triple-double. That is not very common. There's a lot of players in the league. There's a lot of players in the league who can score 30 points, 40 points in a game. In a game. There's a lot of players who can get hot in a game and score 50 points, 40 points, 30 points. Kyrie, come on. What are you doing that's different from those guys who can score? Because even though we can see how you dribble, 2 points is 2 points. Kevin Durant, he might have iced some of his teammates out by saying, I'm not chasing the championship. I kind of feel like I know what he meant, which is basically he understands that people keep changing the narrative. They keep changing the story. So him trying to attach himself to one of the stories, that's what he doesn't want to attach himself to. I can understand that. But you got 3 teammates who came to this team because that's what they looking to do. Now, we could talk about Schroeder, Kyrie being kicked out the game because of Schroeder. But, come on, Kyrie. Do you understand how important you are to the Brooklyn Nets? Well, guess what? James Harden is even more important than Kyrie Irving. So, again, y'all got 5 amazing reasons. Kevin Durant being the first one. Kyrie being the next one, not wanting to be a point guard. Number 3, James Harden. That's the reason he came. Number 4, Steve Nash being a rookie coach, right? The organization trying to get on the same page, which is a championship mindset, right? Championship mindset. And then number 5, too much talent. You gotta actually figure out how you're gonna handle all those egos. But guess what? I'm a Laker. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Deuces.